You're not crazy. That anxiety does not belong to you. All right, let's get into it. Hi, our family. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to follow back up with you about strongholds, projections, and hijacking of your energy. So, from the last time we spoke, I was speaking to you about how you can be trapped in a stronghold, and that could alter your reality and have you believing believe in false images about yourself, because we'll first start with, like I was saying, this is the spiritual realm. I know we are on a mental plane. There's like 3 planes. So there's the physical, mental, and spiritual plane. So we live on those 3 planes. Our body is in the physical plane, our mind or our consciousness is in the mental plane, and as you know, sorry about that. As you know, we have a soul, so that is the spiritual plane. So we are soul. So with that being said, everything in this realm is spirit. We are all spirit because everything here is spirit. It's a spiritual realm, whether we conceptualize it as the 3D realm or not. And actually, your body is inside of your spirit because we are in a spiritual realm, and everything is spirit because the spiritual realm came first. So that's the easiest way I could just catch you up to it without inventing the reinventing the wheel, right? Going through all of it all over again. But okay, so we're in the spiritual realm. Got it. All right, so I'm just going to push forward as if you're already understanding all of this. So you got this, right? So you are a spirit. Everything is energy. Now, with everything being spirit, the beauty about you come with a soul. And that is considered what they call the incorruptible seed. So your soul is your incorruptible seed. You are that seed, your soul. Now, with everybody being spirit, everybody does not have a soul, which that could be like a whole other video of a rabbit hole to go down with. You know, there being beings that have been cloned, there being beings that just don't have a soul, they have spirit, like, because everything is spirit. Like, your dog has a spirit, your dog doesn't have a soul, right? Whether you want to believe that or not. Or, you know, spirit is in everything as the energy is in everything, but not everything has the incorruptible soul, right? So this is where we get the idea that, I guess, holy, right? Or divinity, or you are the divine, because your soul, which is technically holy divinity, is the incorruptible seed. It cannot be corrupted because it is holy, it is divine, right? And it comes from that higher realm. So you'll also hear the terms higher soul or your higher self, right? So because of the different planes and the different dimensions of the spiritual realm, and how your soul can, like, send parts of itself or separate itself and be the higher soul, while also being here, a part of it being here with you in the 3D realm, inside of you being your soul, right? How you exist. Okay, so that was that part. So you have your soul. So I guess the thing, what I've come to understand it is, and what my spiritual awakening taught me, because here's the thing. I was a Christian and I no longer identify as one because I had a true spiritual awakening, right? So I was raised and indoctrinated into the Bible, learned it, was on my path to being a pastor or a minister. I was a minister in training, but it's like, once I had, like, what is also, you know, understood as the dark night of the soul, or a spiritual awakening. So once I had that true awakening, and it is not like it is you have an awakening. I don't want you to think in this terms like, oh, I'm going to have an awakening. It's going to be like a flash of light, or in an instant, and then I'll know everything, and I got a super download and everything. No, it was like I went through for like weeks, or I mean, time is like, honestly, I can't tell you how long my spiritual awakening took as I was processing everything, because I do consider it like the dark night of the soul, because it's not pretty. It's not easy. It's not something where you have once you get downloads or the information, or you go through it, the best way I can describe it to you is like you start to okay, pause. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm gonna try to clean this up. So we're still on point with strongholds of the mind. So technically, me being in the Christian religion, like I said in the last video, I was technically under the stronghold, thinking that that is what I needed in my life, or that was the path for me to be enlightened, or go to heaven, or be this awesome good person. And it's like, in actuality, it was actually keeping me vibrating at a low frequency. But because of the divinity of my incorruptible seed, my soul awakened to the pressures of those entities or beings that had attacked me, right? So I'm gonna pause for a minute and say this. So mine was kind of different, because you go into church, you're reading the Bible, you're standing in faith, and what the Bible tells you, it tells you, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, with all thy soul, and don't put another God before him, right? So technically I was doing that. So I was also, like I said, I was a minister in training, on my way to become a minister. And if I am living my life righteously, if I'm going to church, I'm minister in training, and I don't mean like, oh, you must have been doing some stuff in the background for, the demons to attack you, or be under such a spiritual attack, or you weren't living right. But, so it's like, no, that's actually honestly not the case. I was walking the line. I was doing what I need to do, and it wasn't like falsehood, or I'm pretending to be good just because I think I need to save myself and get to heaven. No, like, I've been into the Bible, like reading the Bible, since I was like 9. I was saved at like 8 or 9, gave my life to Christ. So it's like, that wasn't the case. So it wasn't like some falsehood, or it's like, I guess what really, from my analysis of my own self and my situation, what really triggered my awakening was, I truly am a seeker of knowledge, right? I truly want to know the truth. And it's like, once I became coherent, because when you're little and your family is in it, they're telling you to go to church, so you're being raised into these systems. This information is being passed down from the household that you are a part of. So it's like, your mother was a Christian, your grandma was a Christian, your family is Christians, and so by proxy you are too. So, and then they are taking you to church, they are training you in the ways that you should go, so when you are older you will not depart, right? So you're getting trained or indoctrinated into this religion, right? So that was my situation. So it's like, I learned this from my family. My family were Christians, so they're training me to be one as well. And then, so that's how I got into it. So it wasn't as if I was pretending and then that's caused some attack. But it's like, I guess I'll analyze it as divine intervention, from my soul. Like, my soul had another mission for me, like that. My soul wanted me to understand that that was fake. We are not about to do that again in this lifetime. No. And so it's like, my higher soul saved me, like came in and like I guess I could describe it, the easiest way for me to describe my experience is that my third eye opened. Like, so with that, it's like, that's like twofold answers here, because here's the thing. Like I said, technically I've been high vibrational and spiritual since I was little. I was able to like see, beyond the veil and stuff, and see spirits and ghosts like since I was little. I just really didn't tell people that I could see these things, because even as a child, it's like something in me is like said, don't say anything. It's not that I had fear of what people would say about me. It's just that something just had me to hold my peace. It was never a desire to tell someone what I could see or what I could hear or what I could do or type of dreams or things I was having. I just didn't have that urgency or push to share it. I guess I never thought to share it, right? So I said that because if I've always could see them, then technically a part of me, once they you're indoctrinated into the Christian religion. So now you're on the path of thinking, oh, well, okay, so this is spiritual. Now you're learning that spiritual walk. So even though I don't necessarily subscribe to it anymore, it had its benefits for me going that path, even though I was on the wrong path. And I'm going to boldly say that your religion is the wrong path, because all religions were created for control. Like it's a part of the world domination of keeping people in control and keeping you vibrating at that low frequency and keeping you in that system. And so you got to understand that there are entities where, because like I started off saying that you are soul, you are energy, and because if they can get you in that stronghold and get you to relinquish your power, those of us that truly have a soul, again, not everybody does, so I must say this, those of us that truly have a soul, we are not supposed to worship or pray to something outside of ourselves, and not supposed to give that energy away. Because if my soul is so powerful that it's able to be a higher soul, and it is the incorruptible seed, and it's able to split itself, like they tell you God did, God sent himself. So if your soul is that powerful, and you can send yourself, a piece of your soul can still be in this realm, while the most higher holy part of your soul can be in another realm, then you don't need to worship anything outside of yourself. It was never designed for that. You were never meant to think yourself unworthy. You were never meant to think that you need someone to come and save you. You need a savior. You were never meant to think less than yourself. So this is why the religions have you vibrating at a lower frequency, and your religion have you in a stronghold, thinking that you need that religion, you need to be a part of that system in order to get to your heaven. So that is the stronghold. That is the false belief. That is the lie. That is why you're not vibrating at a more higher frequency, because you are believing this false you're standing under a false understanding of yourself, and so you can't truly get to your higher self, because your higher self is just looking at you like, no, what are we doing, so you if you're going to have a spiritual awakening, it is your higher soul that is trying to communicate with you. It is your higher soul. So it's you, basically. It is you that is trying to save you. It is you that is trying to give you revelation. It is you that is sometimes often showing up in your dream. They're saying your spirit, or saying, no, it's your higher soul trying to give you this information, give you the clues, like, no, you are being led astray, right? Let me show you from my perspective, being your higher soul, what I can see, what's going on with you. And so you'll perhaps have a dream, or get these visions, it is your higher soul, trying to awaken you, trying to open your third eye, trying to give you this information so that you can course correct, because you're not supposed to be worshiping anybody outside of yourself. If the kingdom of God is within, and we're never supposed to look without, then it's within you. It's that incorruptible seed. It is the soul within you that has all of the information, or what they say, can tap into the Akasha records, right? And give you the information of the universe, because you are your own universe. And your soul is a part of that universe. Your soul is the higher soul, the holy divine being within you. So you never needed saving. You never needed someone to come and get you. But technically you did, because your own self needed to come and save you. So I'll say that part. But you never needed someone outside of you. You never need to pray or worship to another being. You just need to learn to call upon your higher soul. But to get back to it, so mine spiritual awakening gave me the visions, and my third eye opened. So I was under such a spiritual attack where I could see these beings like dark shadows, and they're starting to move around and come around me, and I see that they have basically infiltrated me in my home, because you got them from church. You picked them up at church. You picked them up from your family. You picked them up with this religion, believing that you needed the damn Bible, which is basically stolen ancient Egypt information, copy, paste, re-envisioned, reimagined, and here's your white Jesus. There you go. So it's and then, yeah, I'll just stop right there. But you should already know that right now if you don't live in a cave, right? So there's that part. So that's a stronghold there. Taking our original, belief system, copy pasting it, reimagining it, and selling it back to us as if it's some other deity, right? But it's not. But nevertheless, even that was changed. That was never telling us to worship some being outside of ourselves. So that's the main stronghold that I want to revisit. So you are in a stronghold when you are not fully loving yourself and accepting yourself as being this capable being that is self-sufficient and able to take care of itself, able to tap into all memory, all knowledge, because the kingdom of heaven is within. So that's why you need to, as I say on this channel, the fastest way that I can, from my understanding and my experience of all the things that I've been through, and I know I kind of looped a little bit right there, but I'm trying to bring it back. The fastest way that I can tell you to, one, break free from any stronghold. Two, you gotta trigger your own spiritual awakening and elevation, is, like I say on this channel, I'm always going to tell you to love yourself, because I've learned that's the fastest way to cast out demons, to cast out devils, to break free from the strongholds, to break free from them continuously projecting on you, to break free from them hijacking your energy. Because once you begin to completely totality, unconditionally learn to love yourself, right? That breaks their hold off of your mind, off of your spirit, off of your energy, because you are now vibrating and emanating at a different light frequency, because you have now turned that love within. You're not saying, oh, some being that I can never see, never touch, outside of me. I need that being to save me. Instead, you're saying, I love myself. I trust in myself. I believe in myself. I am worthy. I am more than enough, and I'm good enough. And so once you begin to start saying these things, like that right there just shifted the energy within you. That also shifted the light frequency of your aura within you. So once you begin to do that, those entities that try to merge and attach themselves with you and bring you down to their frequency, now they got to loose you because they don't think that way. They don't feel that way. You are now not like-minded as them. My thoughts are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. And that's when that comes into play. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. That's when you become the God saying that when you say, I love myself. My thoughts are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. I trust myself. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My thoughts are not your thoughts. And so once you love yourself, now you're emanating and vibrating at a higher light frequency, and they have to let you go because they can't keep up with your frequency. They don't know love. They don't see you beautiful. They don't know how to see themselves beautiful, or nor as they don't know what that is. So they have to loose you because they can't mimic you anymore. They can't copy you anymore. You're doing something that is not in their wheelhouse, right? So now that's why I started the video off saying that anxiety is not yours. You're not crazy. That's not your anxiety. It doesn't belong to you. So now to go back to the stronghold. So the stronghold of the mind is getting you to think and feel something that is not yours. So here's the thing. We're in the spiritual realm. So that's how these spiritual beings have access to come here. Because everything is spirit. Everything is energy, right? Your energy, their energy. Your spirit, their spirit. But you have this beautiful soul. So you're, not only do they want to siphon your energy or perhaps steal your life force, you are so much more delightful because you are a being that have a soul, right? So they want to come and get the beings that have the soul. That's where I said in the last video that comes into play, like, I need to steal your soul or get you to sell your soul to me. So you typically sell your soul is when you believe the lie, right? Or you are aware consciously that there is a being outside of you that has just approached you and that has made some offer to you to get you to go into that contract with them. Then now you are intentionally selling your soul because you are aware that you are talking to a being outside of you, and this being is saying, if you do this, I'll do this, and I can get you this, and I can get you that. And you know, you go into contract with them. You sell your soul. That is a thing that some people are doing. Now here's the rub against that. Because you are such an awesome, beautiful being that has an awesome, beautiful soul, all the power is yours. You basically just got conned. There is not a being outside of you that can typically, well, first of all, they can't save you. That's a lie. So, sorry, your so-called angels, nope. They're not saving you. So, here's the thing. It's basically covert operations going on here. This is, you're being handled, basically. You have a handler. You don't have an angel. You don't have a guide. You don't have a spirit team. You have these people who have projected this illusion onto you that they are your guides. They are your spirit team. They are your ancestors. And they are there to help, assist you. No, this is a mental plane. You're under an illusion. Some teachers teach all is illusion. We're in a mental plane. This is the illusionary realm. So you've been glamored in a sense. You've been glamored to believe that this being can assist you or do something for you when they cannot, right? Because if you are who you think you are or who you say you are, and you are a child of God, chosen one. Now, if you subscribe to those, titles, then why would you think you need someone to... Here's the thing. Yes, we are a collective. Yes, we all need to... That's the thing. Humans help other humans. We collectively help each other. We are the each ones teach ones, because the information already has been fragmented and sent all across the world. Some of it we just turned into religions when we didn't have to do all that, but nevertheless, some person over here has a piece of the information. Some person over there has a piece of the information, and then you get different people, telling it. I guess you can see it as the workers in the harvest field, many workers in the harvest field, right? So because the information has been fragmented and separated, so each person has a little piece, and they're going to tell from their life experience, their personality, their way or take that they understood and they learned to research that thing, and so they give it to you. So the people that they have the, I would say, influence or the attraction to, those are the people that can learn from them, right? And then same with me, the people that who are going to be attracted to my energy and the way that I deliver a message or the way that I teach something, they're going to learn from my experience and what I know. And if I'm looking for something, then I gravitate to the people that the way they teach, I can understand the way that they are delivering it. So that's what it's all about. All of us have a way that we're going to deliver the information. So what has been happening is, now, and again, I'm speaking from my experience, because that's how we do. We all become witnesses. We all become the witnesses of our experience during our journey here on earth, being a spiritual being. So from me witnessing my experience, I'm telling you per my experience, and I'm not saying there are not any good spirits, and you perhaps haven't encountered a good spirit. I'm saying that with boldness and courageousness, it ain't a minute down here for you. I just don't know how else to tell you. You are being lied to. You are being glamored. You are being projected onto. They are trickster spirits. They are master illusionists. Your angels are the bad guys. No one is good, no, not one. I'm sorry. Not sorry. So here's the thing. You have the power already within you. What the con is, this is the con, right? I'm going to come to you and tell you that I can help you get something. But in all actuality, it is you using your energy using the power within you that is manifesting and making all this stuff happen. But I've given you the illusion, or I've conned you into believing that if you worship me and if you praise me or if you give your attention to me, that I am the one that can help you bring this thing to pass or do this manifestation. No, it's all your energy. And that's the same thing as when you desire something, or when your soul is trying to get you to learn something, you're going to start gravitating that information towards you, and bringing it into your field. So if your soul is saying like, well, I'm trying to get you to awaken, and I need you to see that this is false. Well, I'm trying to get you to understand why you had that thought that you had the other day. Or I'm trying to get you to understand what the vision meant that I showed you. I'm trying to get you to understand what the dream meant when you had that dream, So your soul is trying to awaken you and get you to understand what's happened to you, what is happening to you spiritually, right? Because you're in the physical realm. So you're going to start, it's going to start, making you curious about certain things and certain subjects. And so the moment your soul gets you to be curious about those certain things or certain subjects, now you're activating your electromagnetic field and you're drawing those things towards you, and all of a sudden you run into a person that has that information about that subject you have. All of a sudden now you have information, or you're gravitating to this, came up on your feed and on your phone, or you saw, you didn't even search for this YouTube video, but it gravitated to you because you were thinking about that so much. So that's why I'm trying to explain to you, you are a electromagnetic being. You are energy, you are light. This is a spiritual realm, and all things are possible. You're in a magical place. All things are possible. You're a magical being in a magical place. You're here in this realm, and there is a higher divinity part of you in another realm, trying to get you to have a true spiritual awakening and wake up and love yourself so that you can save yourself. Because sorry, no one's coming to save you. You are a powerful being who should never even had the thought that it needed to be saved by some other being. You're that powerful. So some of the stuff that you are going through, it is not necessarily all the time the enemy outside of you trying to, make you go through these things. It is your soul, and I don't mean the enemy within me. No, your soul within you is not an enemy. Your soul within you is just trying to give you the right jolt or the right nudge to push you in the right direction, so that you get hold to true information and you become illuminated and you get a true revelation. And then once you get that true revelation, now you have right believing. You have a right belief mindset. And so that has also shifted. And so once you shift your knowledge to true knowledge that betters your soul, you're now coming into alignment. And so that is the path of the spiritual awakening. The spiritual awakening, it doesn't feel good at the first time, because here I am, raised up in the Word of God, not even having the knowledge that they stole this shit from Egypt and copy pasted, revamped it, reimagined it, and sold it right back to me. How much more do I feel being a person of color, having some of my ancestors enslaved from Africa, and then knowing that the religion that they sold me is my religion from freaking Africa? Sold them back to me, reimagined. And I'm like, my. Okay, that happened. Pick myself up, dust myself off, right? Anyways, So it's your soul is gonna have you go through certain things to like, hey, wait a minute, you're better than what they say you are. You're worth more than what they say you are. I need you to believe it. I need you to love yourself. And so the moment you love yourself, which is why if I'm teaching anything, I'm just gonna be teaching you to love yourself. Because I know once you truly start to love yourself, that's gonna trigger everything inside of you to start coming outside of you. That's gonna trigger your you awakening your soul's memory. That's going to trigger you awakening the God within. That's going to trigger you opening up your third eye so that you can see. That's going to trigger perhaps you even having traveling in the dream realm. Now, I'm not saying everybody is like me and everybody has the same gifts and abilities that I have, but it triggered all that for me. It triggered all that for me because once I realized that there was a lie. And see, here's the thing. I didn't plan on staying on too long. I just wanted to do a recap, but then my spirit just like, we going this way. My soul is like, no, keep going. So, but I'm still on track with the strongholds. So I could tell you the whole story, but I'm kind of, skipping over it because I know if I start telling you about the whole thing, that really needs to be its own other video, right? So, but when it happened for me, like I say, even the time now, here's the thing, we're always in the now. That's time. And that's how you hold a manifestation. So that's another thing I just gave you. Love yourself, realize you are always in now. There is no past, there is no future. You can't go to either of those. So you're always in now, right? If you really think about that, you can't go backwards. You can't go forward. You can try to think yourself forward, but you're always still here, right now. You're in the now. So if you can realize and focus on that you are in the now, you can master holding the frame that I'm rich right now. If I'm always in the now, then I'm rich right now. If I'm always in the now, then I have all my blessings right now. If I'm always in the now, then I am the person who I think I am right now. It's not when I get there or when I look. I've lost the weight right now. I've achieved that goal right now. I've mastered that test right now. You're always in the now, so you might as well learn to train yourself to do that, right? And that's going to help you with your manifestation coming online even faster, right? Because once you can hold that frame and hold that frequency, you just shift it, again, the atmosphere. And then keep moving in a direction to get those things done. And then eventually it's the be, do, have, right? And you'll have it because you have it right now. So back to the strongholds. So you're not crazy that anxiety doesn't belong to you. It's because these beings, you have to understand that not only do they want you to be in this mental stronghold to have control over you, right? So once you are believing something wrong about yourself, it's like you're supposed to be above and above only. And then once you start believing that, a false thought about yourself, now you've given these beings the upper hand because they know it's a lie. You don't know it's a lie. Now they're above you. And they got you in that stronghold. So it's like they have authority over you because you unwillingly don't know that you got the authority over them. So you're allowing them to rule over you. That's how that is, right? And that's that stronghold. So now while the anxiety is not yours, second layer, they have the ability to project onto you. And I mean, once I was going into my spiritual awakening, and again, I'll dedicate a video to the whole thing and start telling you more about it because it's a lot. But anyways, once I was going to my spiritual awakening, and it's like I told you, I always had the gift of sight. I can see them. They really started showing up intensely, like overkill, because it was like, oh no, she's awakening, we can't let her go, we need to get her to go back. It was like, the best way I could describe it is like It was like some shit from the Matrix. Like these motherfuckers was chasing me down and trying to make sure I go back to church and trying to do everything to get me to turn around and go back to thinking how I used to be thinking. And it's like, that's not going to happen. But so what they would do is project images into my mind. That's another thing. Sometimes when you're having visions, that is not necessarily your third eye being opening. That is these mofos projecting a false vision on you that perhaps they want you to believe in, to get to steer you in a direction. Because here's the thing. They want control over you, again, because they want your energy. And they want you to do what they want you to do. So it depends on the level of the, which is all dense, is all heavy, they're all bad. There aren't any good ones. I'm sorry. They aren't. These motherfuckers ain't good. They want to kill you. Still, your destiny, still your, whether you're not subscribed to the word destiny, still your life plan, your life path. They want to steal it and make you puppeteer you and do whatever they want you to do. So, yeah, so they're projecting onto you visions of perhaps something they want you to see or believe in that's going to help get you back under their control. So that's one way of vision. And then, yes, you could have your third eye open and you could be having a true vision. But other than that, they can project visions into your mind because it's a psychic attack. So they know how to do telepathy. They know how to project visions into your mind because you're under a psychic attack with that projection, right? And this is a spiritual realm and they are spirit, right? So they would project these, for me, it's like, not only would they project images on me, they project emotions, which is why I said that anxiety is not yours. They have the ability to project emotions as well. I'm sorry, I feel like a little piece of hair or something right there itching me, sorry. So they have the ability to project emotions as well. So they would project such like anxiety, depression, fear. So it's like they were trying to make me be afraid and make me think I need to, run and ask for help or run and get someone or not feel safe in my own home. They were doing the most to me. I was under heavy psychic spiritual attack. Like any normal person, like thank God that I kind of had built up a tolerance or gotten used to seeing spirits since I was little, and I didn't really like freak out about them or share that information with people. So thank God for my soul already anchor me in that, right? But other than that, like it got dark. It got dark. So when they say dark night of the soul, I kind of resonate with that because that shit was dark. Any other regular person would have probably checked out. Would have said, I can't take anymore. Or like, who can save me? Who can help me? I can't take it. Now, with that being said, that was the thing. They were trying their darndest to break me. Yeah. They were trying their darndest to mentally break me. Mentally have me think, oh, I'm not strong enough. I need to call on Jesus to save me from these devils. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. And I wouldn't break. And it's like, again, my higher soul in me wouldn't allow me to break. Wouldn't allow me to call on, Jesus, anybody. So for me, again, like I said, I'll still try to do a separate video to try to give you more context to what I'm saying here about my official Dark Night or so. But yeah, so for me, they tried. I had I'm going to back it up a little bit. I had a dream. I think I was dreaming. Or a vision. I can't remember how my higher soul, because I don't want to lie here. I think my higher soul came to me in a dream, right? And in a dream, yep, I was sleeping. Thank you. In my dream, I was walking, and in the dream, the demonic being, or which I don't even necessarily say demonic, this being, whom at the time was pretending to be Jesus. In the dream, I saw this being walking, and the dream showed me that I walked up to that being and took the mask off that being's face. So that's how my higher soul was communicating to me that, hold on, I'm going to prove and show to you that this person is fake. That's not Jesus. You're going to take the mask off that whoever that is face. They're a liar. So that's what my higher soul was showing me. So it's like, like, don't break, don't give in, don't hurt yourself. You don't need to commit suicide or anything like that. Hold on, right? I got something for you. You finna pull that mask off his face, right? So I went through that. So with me going through that, this is how I know from my experience, I'm being a witness to you, that showed up to me as fake Jesus. Tried to be the Holy Spirit. I mean, like, literally tried to show up to me as if they were the Holy damn Spirit. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm like, they showed up as fake Jesus. I had to snatch that mask off. Showed up trying to be the Holy Spirit. Had to snatch that mask off. Showed up, tried to show up as my dead mama. Tried to show up as my dead aunt. I mean, their treachery has no bounds, right? They are diabolical. It's covert operations here. It's psychological warfare. You are under psychological warfare with these entities. And continuing to go to church is just a form of, uncle, I submit. I'm not strong enough. That's the submission. It's not a submission that, I'm surrendering to the Lord. No. You are surrendering to these entities, and you're not loving yourself and trusting yourself that you hold all the power. You hold all the keys. Because if you love yourself and trust yourself enough to be bold, brave, and very courageous, then, I mean, you can't just keep saying you're going for fellowship, you're under the wrong information. First of all, they're teaching you the wrong thing the wrong way. They're teaching you to vibrate at a low frequency. That is a massive stronghold that they have on this world. All the major religion, massive. But, back to what I was saying, the anxiety. They project anxiety. They project depression. They project fear. They project anger. How much puppeteering are they doing in this world to all humans, right? Especially those with incorruptible seed, with the beautiful soul. You're having anxiety, and you wonder why you're having this anxiety. So for me, maybe this is your situation as well. So for me, like I told you, I was shifting away from that. I was coming into true knowledge. I was coming into a better understanding of who I am spiritually. And so once I'm shifting away, and now I'm going, up, vibrating at a different frequency, basically done cast these demons out. So now they're scrambling, trying to figure out, how can we get back in? How can I get back there? How can we get her back? So now what they would do was, they want to project fear onto me. They want to project anxiety onto me. They want to project worry onto me. They want to project anything to cause, to see if they can get me to spiral back down into a low vibrational frequency. To see if they can get me to spiral back down to, I can't do this by myself. I need help. I need to call on Jesus, take the wheel. No. There's no Jesus, take the wheel. No. Speaking of Jesus, take the wheel, before I go back to the projecting, my higher soul taught me about that too in a dream. Hear my witnessing right here, right? So, and I know if some of you be honest, I'm pretty sure your higher soul came to you and you had this type of dream. Be honest with yourself right now. Have you ever had a dream, and in that dream, you were perhaps on the passenger side of the car and somebody else was driving? Or in that dream, you were perhaps sitting in the back seat of a car and somebody else was driving? That is your higher soul coming to you in a dream, trying to give you a spiritual nudge that you're not driving. You're being led by somebody else. Someone is leading you astray. If you've ever had a dream, and be honest, because it's time to wake up. If you've ever had a dream and you were on the passenger side or you were in the back seat, your higher soul is giving you a nudge, telling you, hey, you are being led astray. You are not in the driver's seat. Someone else is driving the decisions of your life. You need to get in the driver's seat. So you're going to have to stop saying that. I know we picked it up as a people and it's been cute to say, Jesus, take the wheel. But spiritually, that's a no-no. You are giving control of your life and your spirit to some entity outside of yourself. That's a no. That's a no. And if you've had one of those dreams where you're on the passenger side in the back seat, that's your higher soul coming to you, telling you, my man, you on the passenger side. My man, you in the back seat. My lady, my woman, you on the passenger side. My lady, you in the back seat. You need to get control of this situation. So that's what happened to me. My higher soul showed me I was in the damn back seat. I was like, what? I'm in the back seat, somebody driving. And then here's the thing. In my dream, I couldn't even see who was driving. It was like this dark, shadowy figure in the driver's seat. And I'm just sitting there in the back seat. And I'm like, what? So that's when my higher soul, like going through my dark night of the soul, that was one of the dreams that, like, hey, it's time for us to get back in the driver's seat. We got to take control of our life. What's going on here? Yeah. So they also, let me go back to it. They also have the ability to project that damn fear on you, because they're trying to get you to spiral back down to a dense vibration so that they can have more dominant control on you. So if people come into your life and that person is a high vibrational soul and they're trying to get you and you're trying to not follow along with that person's teachings or ways of doing things and you're breaking free, so what they're going to do, they're going to do their darndest to cause dissension between you and that person, you and a group of people, you and your family members, even in a household. So even in a household where there's mother, father, children, or however the dynamics of the household, if one of you or any of you are trying to get free or getting new information and trying to now oscillate and vibrate at a higher frequency, technically breaking free, they're going to do their darndest to cause dissension within that house, the household, to bring the spirit of chaos, to bring that energy of let's get them to fight, let's get them to be angry at each other, let's just cause some kind of emotional, tie to get somebody to spiral back down to a low frequency, right? So that's what they do with the projections, right? So it's the stronghold of the mind. The second part is the projection. So not only do they project negative images to try to control what you're thinking, or to try to get you to agree to that image, because that's another way of co-signing, right? If I send you an image and you like the image or you agree to the image, I can send you an image of your damn car breaking down. It's not like it's a premonition or sometimes, because it gets real tricky. It gets real tricky. So now, here's the thing. You have to truly learn spiritual discernment, and it's going to be a fine line. I'm here to tell you, it's going to be a fine line that you're going to have to walk with that spiritual discernment, because they are so diabolical, and it's psychological warfare. It's going to be a fine line with your discernment. You're going to have, the devil is really going to be in the details. You're going to have to pay attention, because yes, you can get a premonition of something's going to happen, and it's like a pre-warning of something. Yes, premonitions are true. And at the same time, you got to also be aware that they can try to get you to project something onto you that's going to see if you'll co-sign on it. And so now they're going to try to get that loop to go and to get you thinking in that direction. Like, say they want your car to break down to cause some issue or something with, not necessarily, I don't know if the car was a good example here, but we'll stay with the car. Say they want something to happen to the car and the car is just fine, but then they'll start trying to cause things to happen with this car. Oh yeah. If you're of value to them and you don't know your own spiritual worth in the spiritual realm, and you're supposed to be this high-ranking spiritual person in the spiritual realm, but nobody knows you, everybody else knows it but you, they will pull out all the stops to get you to spiral back down so they can take back control. Oh yeah. So maybe it's like, okay, I'll give this example. So I was like on YouTube, and like I say, you gravitate certain things to your field. And then I had started watching this spiritual, I think it was a tarot lady, came on there. And then it's like, her video came to me because technically I gravitated her video to me because I was like questioning the spiritual stuff that I was going through. And then whatever message she had when she was flipping the cards is like, she was confirming everything that my soul was already telling me. And then now that one was a confirmation video that my soul, had me gravitate me so I can understand it better from this person explaining it, from the tarot cards, right? Then I had another, I want to say a few days later, another video came, and then it's like, how sometimes you hover over it and then they'll start speaking and then you'll see what they're going to start saying. And it's like one person started saying like, you're going to have stuff start breaking down. You're going to have your washing machine, your all your appliances. And I was like, oh, hell no. And so it's like, you have to reject certain things and not agree to them. Because that's what the stronghold is all about. The stronghold came into play because the stronghold gave you an idea. And then put that thinking in you and you co-sign on it. You co-sign on your religion. You agree to believe. So that's the part of the stronghold. When you agree, you go into a contract because you say yes. You use your free will to say yes, right? All right. So when that video came onto me, trying to get me to think, oh, she's gonna start breaking down in my house, my appliances and stuff she's gonna start going wrong. And it's like immediately when I saw that, I was like, I reject that way of thinking. Oh hell no, and got that off my feed. You have the power to reject. Oh yeah. Just like you have the power to cast them out, you have the power to say, no, I reject that way of thinking. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. My thoughts are not your thoughts. I don't think that way. I reject that. That's not going to happen to me. And you can nip that in the bud. You can cut down that spiritual attack. You can cut down that energy. Shut it down. You don't always have to agree to everything come across your way. Shut it down. That's taking back your power. That's asserting your power. Saying no. Just like you have the power to say yes, you got the power to say no. No, that's not going to happen to me. No. We shall live and not die. You have the power to say no. All right? So that was the stronghold attack. The stronghold is giving you false information and getting you to co-sign and agree to it. That's how they get you locked in. And now they got you locked in, they don't ever want to let you go. So it's not a frame of time. They don't never want to let you. If it's up to them, they will never let you go. You are an energy battery. You are life force. They can cipher in it. They can suck it. You believe what I say, so I can puppeteer you to do what it is I think I need you to do. And so here's the thing about coming into a conscious contract. When people say I sold my soul to become famous or get rich or to, do whatever. When you consciously do it, it's like it's even more of a, slap in the face. It really is. You're consciously thinking, it's even more stronger, I guess I can say that, because you hold all the power, you just don't know it. And you just relinquished it. You told this person, hey, okay, I'll believe you before I believe me, and I'll let you take control of my energy and tell me what to do. So that's why I say you don't have an angel, you have a handler. You got some damn handler managing you and your energy, managing your life to their victory, not yours. So here's the thing. Some of us are going to want to try to keep our so-called angels. And that's okay. It's your life. It's your free will. I'm not here to beat this information over the side of your head and tell you, you need to leave your church and you need to leave it today. You need to get rid of them fake angels and, get rid of them today. It's your choice. It's your life. You have to live it for yourself. You have to die for yourself. So I'm not here to... You fell in love with them. You want to keep them. You think your life is going great and you got your promotion. You got your new job. You got your new house, your new car, your new dude, your new girl. And you think it's all up, praise, glory be. You rather believe that than believe that it was just you. That's the rub. That's the con. That's what breaks my heart the most. When I had to sit with the fact that, you mean to tell me I'm such a natural manifester, I can do it without even, naturally, not even know I'm doing it? I naturally my energy is able to just pull the things I want to me. I'm such a magnet. I can naturally do this. I don't have to praise and worship and do all this stuff. Except for call on my higher soul. Believe in myself. Love myself. Tell myself I can do what I need to do for myself. and make everything happen without having someone put a damn collar on me and enslave me. So, yeah, that was a dark night of the soul, to wake up to that realization that you've been unequally yoked all this time. Somebody had a damn collar on you. You was a slave. What? No. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. They had your ass. Took me a minute to break free from that goddamn spell. But I did. I can say that with a smile on my face. It took me a damn minute to break free from that spell, but I did. I'm so grateful that my soul showed up for me. And I don't mean like some entity outside of me and we're just going to do more of the same and repeat the pattern with a different entity. No, I mean inside of me. I'm not hearing some audible voice outside of me. Me, my own self, my soul. True spiritual awakening. To show me all the shit was fake. To show me that we are in the matrix. To show me that all I need is myself and to trust and to love and believe in myself. Anything's possible. So yeah, that anxiety is not yours. You are not crazy. Someone is projecting onto you because you probably got an epiphany that it's time to shift. It's time to change. It's time to get a better way of, even little things like your diet. They don't even want you to be healthy. They don't even want you being healthy, eating right, changing your diet. They want to keep you with diabetes, fat and sluggish, overweight, sick. They want to keep you spiral you back down so they can control on you. Put fear and doubt and anxiety, depression. Oh, they love depression. Like I said, I give a whole video of how they were trying to depress me. Depression, not just anxiety. We're going to give you some depression too. Oh, not just depression. Let me give you some anger. You waking up mad every day. You don't even know why you mad. You can't even pinpoint what got you so angry. Where's this anger coming from? Where's this anxiety coming from? What do I feel so depressed about? Because it's not yours. That's why you can't pinpoint where the shit coming from. Because the entity outside of you is projecting that shit onto you, trying to get you to spiral back down so they can try to swoop in and see if they can break you even more and grab you back in, put a collar on you, and have you, oh Jesus, save me, Lord. Take the wheel. And not just Christian faith. It can be any other faith. Because here's the thing. You need to learn to love you. This is how my true... Not only did my higher soul show up for me, I had to start, and this is the because I see I'm coming up on time here. I'll end it with this. First of all, let me recap. So, strongholds can be about anything in your life that is getting you to think a wrong thought or a belief about yourself. And these entities, whether you see them as angels, demons, devils, aliens, interdimensional beings, however you want to conceptualize these entities, they just everything. They, whatever you want to call them, shadows. Some of them are shadow. All right. So whatever you want to call them, they, as far as I have seen right now, what is true kill, steal, destroy. No one is good, no, not one. You are above and above only. The kingdom of heaven is inside of you. If anybody says that is outside of you, those words are true. Okay? From the Bible. But the stronghold begins with false teachings. Because they've woven truth and lie together. This is why you really don't need the Bible. So, if you don't have a Bible, you start with self-love. Here's the thought experiment. Now that you know that there is a stronghold and it can be led by wrong thinking, now that you know that they're interdimensional beings and they can use telepathy in this spiritual realm and project emotions as well as thoughts on you, it's psychological warfare. You're under a psychic attack in this spiritual realm. Everything is psychological warfare, basically. We're in a mental plane. The mind is the battlefield. That's a good summing it up. You're in a mental plane. It's psychological warfare. Your mind is the battlefield. So you're hearing all these spiritual teachers telling you need to vibrate at a higher frequency or elevate your frequency. You do. Point blank period, you do. And now that I've stepped out here, I'm telling you, the easiest way to get there is to love yourself. All of it can start with self-love. So the thought experiment that I'm going to leave you with, because I'm looking at the time, sorry. I got something else to do. The thought experience that I'm going to leave you with is, and some people may call it as mirror work or mirror affirmations. Go to the mirror. Look yourself in the eye. Because you need to hear and see yourself tell you, I love you. And call out your full name. Call out your name to yourself when you say, I love you. You can say, I love you. But then say your name. And look at yourself while you say it. Because you need to see you, look you in the eye, and say, I love you, and mean it. And if it feels weird, you keep staring at yourself and you keep saying it till it doesn't feel weird. You keep telling yourself you love yourself. And the thought experiment for you is try it for a week. Diligently tell yourself, I love you. I love you. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are bold. You are brave. You are very courageous. I love you. You are worthy. There is nothing you cannot do. Everything you touch turns to gold. Everything. And you tell yourself that every day. And see if things don't shift for you. Test it. It's an experiment. You are a scientist. Come on now, you can do it. Test it. Be the scientist. Let it be a thought experiment. Try telling yourself, I love myself completely and totally, unconditionally. Do it. But I want you to do it in the mirror. Because I need you to see you love you. And when your higher soul sees that you're doing that, you're going to show up for you. And that's it. It's not like it's some entity outside of you. It's your soul. It's you saying, about damn time. It's you saying, about damn time. Let's do this. And watch how much favor starts shifting into your life. Watch how much stuff starts coming, gravitating to you. Watch how stronger your magnetic pull starts to become. Try it. I dare you. I triple dog double dare you. Do it. All right. Try it for a week. You love yourself. Remember, they have the ability to project on you. So anytime when you know that you were doing good, you were feeling good, all was well, and then all of a sudden you got anxiety and you feeling depressed and you fear coming over you, that's them outside of you hating on you. They projecting, sending that energy onto you, trying to get you to, because we all spiritual beings, so technically we all got that ability of empath. So we can feel energy and feel the emotion in that energy. So, okay, don't let them get you down. You're not crazy. That anxiety doesn't belong to you. That depression doesn't belong to you. That fear doesn't belong to you. That hate doesn't belong to you. All right? You're not crazy. But I need you to love yourself. And I need you to give yourself some grace. Rome wasn't built in a day. But with practice and with love, you can reshift your energy and you can build yourself up to the person that you know you always believe and think that you are. Okay? You got this. I trust you. I need you to trust you. And I need you to believe in you and love you. So with that, I'm going to end it right here. Trust yourself, love yourself, and know that there is nothing not impossible unto you. You're a magical being living in a magical world. And it's psychological warfare, baby. But you need to be on top of it. Don't let them get you. All right? Love yourself. Beat them with love. All right? In self. Have a good night. All right. Bye.